So the Sixers lost another home game on Sunday. They dropped the matinee game to the Heat, 127 to 117. Um, Frustrating loss. We were keeping up with them for a little while there in the ball game, but they just uh, they just they really just pulled away there at the end. It was a pretty high scoring first half. We trailed them 71 to 67 at the break, but it was kind of even. I'm looking at the box score here. It was kind of even in the third and the fourth quarter. The Heat outscored us 28-26 in the third, and then they outscored us again 28-24 in the fourth. So we got close, but it was never really. We threatened. We teased a little bit, but we couldn't just seem to do enough to get back in the game, and it was like I said, it was close. We threatened pretty good there in the fourth quarter, but then the Heat avalanche of scoring just turned up. Norman Powell was hitting shots. They had another guy on their team. I want to say who was it? It was Larson. Is that his name? Pele Larson. He got an and one or two. Bam Adebayo, he wasn't even their lead scorer. He had a solid game, 18 and 13, but he was outdone by the Heat, mostly role players. Norman Powell, 32 points. Jaime Jaquez, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Jaime Jaquez had 22. Khalil Ware, who's really becoming a nice piece for Miami, 20 and 16. They really got us good on the offensive boards. I mean, Andre Drummond, he had 24 boards, which is crazy, but nobody else had more than Trendon Watford. I'm looking at the box score here. He had 19 and 9. But I mean, Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo, they carry the load mostly for Miami in terms of rebounding. The two of them combined for 29 boards, and when you get beat on the boards, especially on the offensive glass, you're not going to you decrease your chances for victory. So yeah, it was a tough loss because we came back into the game and we were getting close there, but they just pulled away. And I mean, Miami, they always play us a little bit differently than most teams. We always I was talking with my sister about this the other day, and Miami, they always seem to play us a little bit differently than most teams, and I think that's true. When you have Eric Spoelstra, a Hall of Fame caliber coach on the team, he's been the one constant for Miami throughout this run. And let's not forget, Miami was just in the finals 2 years ago. There was a little bit different team, but I mean they still have some pieces from that squad. They have guys who know how to win. Eric Spoelstra and Bam Adebayo, to be specific. So they're always going to give you a run for your money whenever we have to play them. Our guys, Tyrese had 27 points, but not much else. 6 assists. Quentin Grimes, 15 points. Paul George, 10. Jared McCain and Trendon Watford. We had some nice showings from the backups from the reserves, or I won't say reserves, but from the lesser known players. But we got Miami was just a little bit better than us in the scoring category, specifically in Norman Powell. I've always thought that Norman Powell was a solid player. A couple of years ago, I wouldn't have minded having him on the team. I thought he could have been a good source of um, of points coming off the bench. But he's always a threat. He has a history of going off at the most random times, dropping points in bunches, and that's what he did to us in this game. So yeah, it stinks, but I always say that there's always another game to play. This won't be the last time that we see Miami this season. So we'll just have to get ready for them and make sure that we're ready to play the next time we play them. We turn the page over to Orlando tonight. Orlando, this is part of the NBA Cup tournament. Last time we played Orlando, we won the game back at the end of October, I think. We beat Orlando 136 to 124. And in that game, that was Tyrese Maxey had 43, 4, and 8 in that game to lift us to victory over Orlando. So I would love to see him get back to his scoring prowess tonight, because 27 by his standards this year, by Tyrese's standards this year, and the way that he's been going off, 27 is kind of an off day for him, because he's as the primary scorer, in my opinion, on this team. He can give you 45. He's capable of flirting with 50 on a nightly basis. So 27 for him was a little bit below his standards, but we're still in the Cup tournament, so I look forward to seeing a spirited effort from the guys tonight. Get back on a winning track, and keep playing hard to try and get that elusive 10th win. Well, I won't say elusive, but that double-digit win, that 10th win of the year. So let's get after it tonight. Let's get ready to take down Orlando and see if we can make some hay in this Cup tournament. It'd be nice to get a NBA Cup championship for the boys. So let's get after it. Sixers Orlando tonight.